Hey guys, figured it'd be a good time to do a quick little update video regarding some of the gear that I've gotten over the past couple weeks. Starting with my most recent, which is a Gibson Les Paul Custom Pro. And I actually acquired this in a trade for my Black Strandberg, which I realized only ended up in one video on my YouTube page, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. That was a great guitar, by the way. You know, this just seemed to fall into my lap, and you know, I couldn't really resist at the time. So this is an official custom shop Les Paul, although it's not really a Les Paul custom like the black one that I used to have. It gets kind of confusing after a while, but it is definitely a very nice guitar. It is in a root beer finish, has custom, like Gibson custom shop buckers, what they call it, custom buckers or whatever, which is pretty cool. It's got coil taps for each pickup. It's got an out of phase switch or push-pull pot. There's a kill switch pot too, which is pretty cool. It sounds really great. It doesn't have too thin of a neck, which I'm definitely happy about. I definitely like most of my guitars that have a thicker neck on it. And I'm really happy with it. I'm definitely happy that I made the trade. And one thing I forgot to mention about this guitar is this was a Guitar Center exclusive run, or like a limited edition run, so you could only get this at Guitar Center at the time. This is I believe a 2010 guitar, but it might be 2011. It's great. You know, you'll definitely be seeing it a lot. I have no plans on changing out anything on here. I really like the pickups. All the tuners and everything work out great. I do have to adjust the nut a little bit just to make sure it's staying in tune a little bit better. But yeah, it's really, really great. So yeah, this is the newest guitar, but I do have a few others to talk about, so wait just a second and I'll show you the next one. So this guitar, you guys have definitely seen in a couple videos, mainly a couple Paramore related videos. And what's really special about this guitar here is it has a full rosewood neck. And I've been wanting a Strat for a little while now, just because it's just got those sounds that a lot of other guitars just can't really match, and especially for lead tones. I really love it for lead tones. And I went into Guitar Center with a friend of mine recently, knowing that if I saw a decent Strat, I was probably going to buy it, but I was not expecting to buy something this nice. This is a Fender. You can actually see it burned into the wood there. It's actually like indented, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's an American Strat. Everything is stock on here other than just the color of the plastic. I changed it from white or off-white to all black. It just made more sense to me personally. I actually really don't care for sunburst guitars, but somehow I just kind of keep acquiring them, like my bass guitar, the 335, just out of not wanting to order something and just wanting to take something that day. So I could have gotten this in another color, but you know, I wanted it then. But yeah, the neck is amazing on here. I really like it. I'm not sure if it's in tune. It is. So yeah, this I got a little while ago, so you've definitely seen it. Like I said, everything is stock. It's really your basic Fender American Strat, just with a really, really nice rosewood neck. And what I like about this is it kind of warms up the tone a little bit, and kind of takes away some of that harshness you can get from single coil sometimes. So yeah, I'm really liking this guitar a lot. Yeah. I got one more guitar to show you that I got very recently. Unfortunately, it will not be playable through my XFX right now, but you can still check it out. It's pretty sweet. So this is another Fender. This is a Fender Toronado, and these came out in the late 90s. I believe it was 98 they came out, and they were out for a couple years. I believe it stopped around 2003. And this one here is a 2002 in Capri Orange finish, which is one of my favorite Fender finishes. And this specific model, this specific color can be very hard to find, and if you do find it, it can be pretty damn expensive. And I managed to find this one on Reverb like a day after it was posted, and the guy had it listed for like 500 bucks. Usually these things will be on Reverb or eBay for like $2,000 or close to $2,000. It's silly, just because they don't make them anymore, and you know, they're pretty special guitars. But I did buy it knowing that it had a wiring issue. Something was wrong with the bridge pickup. It's cutting in and out, which I was totally fine with. And I was like, you know, I can totally just fix a pickup issue real quick. It's not an issue. But when I opened this up, I actually forgot to screw one of these in. When I opened it up, I realized that the pickups were not original, which I was hoping they were. So that being said, they really weren't worth saving. So I got some new pickups on order right now. I actually got a good deal off a guy I found on Facebook, and gonna be trying those out. They're actually Gibson Classic 57 pickups, which I don't believe I've used before, but I'm taking a chance, so it should be cool. Another thing that this is kind of similar to Gibson is this is the only Fender model that ever had the Gibson scale length, which means instead of your typical 25.5-inch scale like a Strat or a Telecaster has, this has a 24 3/4 scale, which is a little bit shorter. It gives you a little less room up here to play some of those high notes, but it kind of makes everything a little easier to play. It's a little slinkier, which is really cool. And it's just a fucking cool looking guitar. I mean, check this thing out. I love it. The only color I probably would have liked more than that one, more than this one, would be the yellow, but whatever. It does have a couple bumps here and there, but you know, for a 15-year-old guitar, that's to be expected sometimes. I do have a new switch on order because it's a kind of a loose switch, and I do have a new bridge on order because you can actually get these bridges on warmouth.com, which is pretty neat. So yeah, I'm very excited about this guitar. This is probably the one I was most excited about, even more than Les Paul, even though that thing's awesome. So I really can't wait to play this one once the pickups and everything come in. So you guys will be definitely seeing these a decent amount on the channel. I know I say that a lot about certain guitars and they end up going by the wayside, but I really don't think there's a chance of either one of these going. The Strat, I mean, you never know if I might change something up on that. I was throwing around the idea of buying a completely different colored body just because I really like blue Strats. You know, I've considered getting like a Daphne blue or a Sonic blue body and just swapping all the parts and then just selling that body. But I don't know, it might not be worth the effort. But yeah, this is it's really cool stuff. I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to be screwing around with it and, you know, having some fun. So if you got any questions on any of it, feel free to leave me a message or something. And I'm gonna try and get back into doing some more videos more often. Maybe covers, maybe just some riffs here and there, maybe some name that riffs, maybe some lessons. I don't know yet. You guys really seemed to like the more recent video where I was just talking about like the Paramore, Newfound Glory, and Blink CDs and stuff. So maybe I'll do more of that sort of stuff since you guys really dig it. But yeah, if you got any suggestions for stuff, feel free to leave it below, and I'll definitely do what I can. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and catch you guys later. See ya.